Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot. This is the tarot reading for serious tarot people. I've done astrology for 50 years. I've done tarot for 20. Astrology is the science of cycles. Do not let somebody tell you it is magical. It is magical in terms of science cycles. Fascinating stuff. Tarot, on the other hand, is the science of potential. With, as you see on your screen, we have 5 cards. That's all I'm going to do. I try to keep things simple, straight ahead, clear, understandable, and operable. That is to say, I don't want to throw so many cards out on the screen as to distract you or confuse the issue. Many tarot readers on the internet these days, especially, love to throw a bunch of cards out there. And the messages get so mixed up, so convoluted, that by the end you don't know where the hell you are, what your game plan should be, what the energy is. It just throws it all out there and you just kind of pick and choose what you want. Well, it doesn't work that way. And at the same time, a lot of the readers do chit-chat. Geez, what's going on outside my window? Geez, what's happening here? Geez, takes away time from the reading. It's you and me, serious tarot, 5 cards, real simple. You're not going to see anything else. I want you to focus on creating the pictures, the images, the feelings in your own mind, not on a screen, not on any kind of tech device. Human beings have a tremendous power inside them if they choose to tap in. That's the potential of tarot. You matching up with the frequency outside of you. You do that by forming your own pictures in your mind. You manifest well. You are a threat to the puppet masters who are trying to control the world because they can't control you. You are creating your storyline. So let's get to it. Middle card, that's the Oracle card. Kind of sets the mood. And today it's chaos and conflict. Whew, plenty of that in the world these days, and it's intentional. To be able to get you off of your game, which by the way doesn't take a hell of a lot. Human beings are pretty simple and pretty lazy. And frankly, pretty myopic / stupid. You know, just give them something to eat, give them something to entertain themselves, and they're happy. They don't have to do another thing in their life. That's why in ancient Rome, even as the empire was crumbling, it was circus and bread. Right? Same thing today. It's all the garbage that they're putting on media. Whether it's the crime stories that women just love, apparently, according to the ratings off of the internet. They just love crime stories, which don't mean a damn thing. It's just cheap entertainment and excitement and drama, and that's what women love. Or it's sports. That's what men love. That's their form of drama. And then if you keep them busy with beer and bread or whatever the equivalent might be, they're happy, right? They're not happy. They bitch, but they don't do anything about it. That's the game. That's why tarot's so important, because you got to stand up. You got to be counted. You got to find that frequency, tap in, and do action. So chaos and conflict. All of it planned, all of it set up to keep our attention. If we're paying attention to that stuff, we're not paying attention to what they're doing, taking away your rights. Remember, these are the same people, the puppet masters are the same people who said, you will have nothing and you will like it. Stop and think. They told you years ago. They told you, and this is what's happening. And the next year ahead, ooh, man, it's a meat grinder. So it's important that now you start to work on your ability to manifest. Believe me, you are going to need that. So chaos and conflict, the number up in the right-hand corner is 33. That is a master number in and of itself. When we're doing these manifested readings, 3 does not mean a third party, romance, or anything. It means lining up your mind, your body, and your spirit. That is the Trinity in every one of us. Mind, body, spirit. Line those energies up and watch how you manifest. Good stuff. So let's begin. Going all the way to the left, we begin with the Three of Swords. We could make the three, as I just did a moment ago on the Chaos and Conflict card. We could say, okay, well, that's mind, body, spirit. Each one of those swords is the mind, another's the body, spirit. Breaking your heart. And that would fit. It would absolutely fit. But swords, generally speaking, are thoughts, ideas. So the three talks about grief, heartache, sorrow, feeling betrayed. Tough stuff. Tough stuff. And there's conflict in that. Not only outside with the general population, but within yourself. What's true? Who can I trust? Who can I believe in? Well, for beginnings, or for starters, yourself. You got to get straight with yourself. Because you are your own compass. That's why I talk so much about the value system. The pentacles. Because pentacles, traditionally in tarot, have talked about money and things and possessions. We don't do that here. We talk about real values. Talk about real values. If you're starving, you haven't had food in a month, 4 weeks, haven't had food. Somebody gives you a handful of gold, or somebody gives you a couple of loaves of bread. Which one are you going to choose? Which one will keep you alive? Which one will give you energy and strength? That's the value. Value is not a new car, new house, new job, new things, new things, new things, new things. It is what you have inside of you, which is why they want to distract you to keep you from making contact with your inner self, your powerful self. Joy, you can't buy it. How about health? Well, you know, some people say, yeah, you can't buy health, you can go to the doctor. Well, first of all, we know that doctors are killers. If you hand out the vax, you knew better, so can't trust you. But more to the point, you can take care of your health naturally, and you can get your health back. You can have money or possessions, lose them and get them back. Health, money, you can get those things back. What you can't get back is your time. How important is time to you? The older you get, the more important it is. When you're 10 years old, you don't give a damn. 20 years old, who cares? By the time you get to be 40, you begin to become aware, whoops, man, where did time go? 50, even more. 60 more. 70, even more. You realize that that's something that you cannot buy. There's not a piece that you can buy. Same thing with friendship or love. Yeah, you can rent them, I suppose, but you can't buy them. So those are the values. And so when we talk about the Three of Swords, you realize that you've been cheated. And in fact, the card next to it, Seven of Cups, kind of says the same thing in a different way. Because cups don't have anything to do with, when I'm doing the tarot with manifesting, have nothing to do with romantic relationships. It has to do with what you are emotionally connected to. Could be good, but could be bad. But what are you emotionally connected to? And you see here, society has thrown up 7 cups, 7 things that are attractive to you. Could be technology, could be new house, new car. You're chasing these things, ooh, and you buy in. Well, when you buy into the circus, this is what happens. He can't make up his mind. If his life depended on it, he cannot make up his mind. And he's stuck. And that takes us back to the swords. He realizes they've been scamming. They've been playing a game. I was never going to win anyway. When you come to that realization, everything changes. And that's why we go to the meme now. It says, expose yourself to your deepest fear. After that, fear has no power. You are free. The problem is being open enough to exposing yourself to that which scares you. That's helpful. Makes it a little bit easier to overcome your fear. I suspect most people aren't going to do that. If you look at the astrology and just take a look at the world around you, we are on a death march. Somewhere soon, the shit is going to hit the fan. Could be our banking, could be our infrastructure, could be the data, all the electricity goes down, the computers go down. Remember, they said you will have nothing and you will be happy. That's their goal. So face your deepest fear. For most people, that's dying. Okay? Ultimately, it's dying. But face that fear. When you do, you're free. And that takes us to our final two cards, which are exactly the same card from two different decks. That's the Four of Pentacles. Remember, Pentacles are things that are of real value. Not the material stuff, the cars, the jobs, the houses, the clothes, the joy, the love, the friendship. How about peace? How about real peace in your life? How important would that be? And then, of course, we go back to time. You never get it back. Comes through once. That's it. So those are the true values. And the two cards together, exactly the same card, two different decks. Four of Pentacles says that you need to get down to the basics and then hang on like hell. Because over the next year or so, may take several years, we are in a critical period. You are going to need those core values. If you choose to be the Seven of Cups, you are lost. Get ready to feel more Three of Swords. The chaos and conflict will overwhelm you. Your only saving grace, my only saving grace, our only saving grace is to get a true set of honest, clear values and then hold on. Because we all have a hell of a ride ahead of us. That's the reading. Back again tomorrow with another Tao Manifested Tarot reading. Between now and the next time we do this, peace and blessings.